So how'd you get this?
It's family. It's the Bryant family history.
Dear Mr. Bryant, I write this letter not as a basketball player, a Philadelphian, or as someone who watched you grow in front of the world's eyes. I write this letter as a Lower Marion kid, or put more appropriately, an ace.
I think the grind and the mentality here was really important for me, like sports culture in general, like being a basketball player at a Philly school with so many schools in just such a close proximity. You have to compete not only on your team and kind of for the love of the city. Like you have to really, we have Villanova right next to us. Like when the men's side won, that hit us on a women's side at St. Joe's because then more people know about Villanova than they know about St. Joe's. And that kind of is a hit at your pride. And I think you kind of have to battle with that and be like, no, we want to win just as many games or we want to be known for this too. But Philly is just such a sports city that every day, every year is a fight. Villanova kids will tell you that. You can win 2 years in a row, you can win 4 years in a row, and it doesn't matter. They're always going to expect that not only are you the best in the city, you're the best in the country.
What makes Philly's food so good? All right, this is a startup.
So good.
So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go through this part. I was take y'all over to the park. They're gonna actually eat. We'll talk about that. It's like one big food review. Eat, talk about that, and then lunch, and then obviously the dinner will be cheesesteak. But it's one big food review. So this is the startup. This is how we starting off the food part. It's how we start off the fucking film. Welcome to the Halftime Report, powered by Sports Cannabis. This is your host, D.Rey. I'm here with my man, Eugene Green Monroe. That's a mean name, saying that all the way through. But retired NFL pro, you know what I mean? Entrepreneur, cannabis advocate. You involved with a lot of things. I seen you a traveler on your gram, family man. So we're going to get into all of that. But how you feeling today?
Here, can I just be honest with you?
Yeah.
Women in general, when you look at history, women in general are typically the first movers. They're typically the pioneers of any movement.
I've heard this whole runner's high. You understand, I'm a ball player. So running's a punishment in my eyes. I could never I do it now that I'm older and I'm not playing. I appreciate just stepping out and going for a nighttime run or a morning run, but I never understood that runner's high. What is different between the runner's high and running high?
Shift gears back to the NFL. After all them injuries, you obviously still make the NFL. And you go on to be the only tight end in history, to, let me get this straight, to rush for a touchdown, to catch a touchdown, return a kickoff, and record a tackle in the same season. You are the only tight end in the history of the NFL to do. How the hell do you go from being in that dark place of, I'm on my third surgery and I'm probably written off, to being 101 in a space like the NFL?
Nova Nation, welcome to the NCAA tournament. There are roughly 630 miles between Fenner Pavilion and Indianapolis. It's been a journey to this moment. The big dance.
Nova Nation 1842 Day is here. This is our time, our day, our chance to ignite change. You can make a difference with a gift of any amount, and in a few simple clicks, support the areas of Villanova that are important to you. How are y'all doing? My name is Darryl D.Rey Reynolds. Now I'm a proud Villanova alum. I graduated in 2017 after playing for the Villanova Wildcats basketball team for 4 years. In the fall of 2018, I returned to coach for 1 season. Now I was blessed enough to be around for some of the most exciting times in school's history. And to put it in context, while I was here, I was a part of 5 Big East championships, 3 Big East tournament championships, and 1 national championship that had the most exciting ending the world has ever seen. To me, obviously very excited for Chris. After a short summer league stint at my hometown Sixers, I also decided to play my first year overseas in Poland, and upon returning home in a pickup game at LaSalle, I tore my ACL, LCL, PCL, ripped off my hamstring, and suffered residual nerve damage from the knee down. As you can imagine, I haven't played a game of professional basketball since, but in all honesty, I'm actually happy it happened. You see, without basketball as an escape, I was finally able to get to the root of who I was.
What did I love to do? What fulfilled me? The more I questioned myself, the more the world around me began to make sense. And eventually, I got to my truth, or I solved for why.